I used to have a joke that I met more people from, down south in North Dakota than people from North Dakota and North Dakota. At that point in time, it was kind of true, you know. The oil boom going on, there was so many people from different parts of America and the world, really. I met dudes from, I worked on a lot of oil sites, putting up the fences and whatnot, so like I met a lot of these guys. And there was a lot of Arabs, and a lot of African, black African dudes from like Nigeria and other oil-rich type places. So it was an interesting mix of people out there. Interesting mix. But it was fun. It had down at some point though. And it did. And that's fine. I recommend anybody going out there and giving it a try. If you're hard up and you got nothing else going on, and if I was a 22-year-old guy right now looking for something to do, didn't feel like joining the military, I would go out to North Dakota right now, and that's what I did. I just showed up. I didn't know how to do anything. I just showed up and said I'm willing to learn, and I got a kid to feed, so I'll learn it fast, And at the time, my girl and I weren't doing that great, and my kid he was young anyway. He was just a little kid, so he wouldn't have known anything was going on. But when he did start asking, that's when I came home and made a go of it here, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now, to an extent. Just making a go of it, What can I do with my art and this internet thing? That's all. That's all. And, can I ramble up a crowd and talk to people about stuff and about events and, how far can I take that, before people get all pissy? Because everybody gets pissy about, other people's opinions and current events these days. And it's sad to think that everybody gets all pissy just because other people have a different opinion. It's like I say all the time. I would never, it wouldn't keep me from pulling you out of a burning car. I've always been somebody who's gotten along with everybody. I've got friends of all colors and have had friends of all colors and races and sexes, and I've had gay friends and lesbian friends and LGBT friends and everybody, and I just got along with everybody. Never really had an issue with anybody. I mean, you come screaming in my face about shit, maybe I'll have an issue with you, but for the most part, I try to get along with people. I was a bartender for a long time, and that was an easy course of action, was just to get along with people. And, yeah, it's worked out pretty well. I'm pretty good at feeling people out. And, yeah. I think I'm doing okay at it. And I wish the rest of the world was like that, I wish everybody would, in the words of Rodney King, I wish we could all just get along. It seems like, if you ask me, it's the media. The media just constantly dividing people all day long is a big problem. It really is. And, shouldn't be allowed, the kind of division that they sow shouldn't even be legal, they should be in trouble if you ask me, but they hide behind constitutional powers to be able to be reporters, but it's not reporting, it's completely biased on whatever side you want to look. On the right, it's biased, on the left, it doesn't even matter. That's why I don't even bother watching that shit anymore. If the world's blowing up, I'll know it. I'll find out, believe me. In the meantime, I just feel like we're all screwed, kinda. I hate to be a nihilist, but, it seems like the safest bet. Okay, where are we at here with what I'm doing? What am I got going on here? Get my beep. Alright, so I'm done with the big buildings there. I think maybe I'll make some clouds in the background, just to signify. Oh, Oh, the clouds. Like I've said before, we love the clouds here at the TFG Concepts. Almost looks like Coruscant or something, you know. It's not Coruscant though, people. It's like the future. It's the future somewhere on Earth. Somewhere on Earth, it's the future. There's little clouds in the background, and maybe we'll make like a couple little flying cars in the background here, just so people. Whoa, it's a flying cars, oh man. Yep, we'll put the flying cars everywhere, zipping around in our futuristic city. There's like a highway right there of them. Alright, the flying cars are everywhere. Now we can focus down here again. What kind of stuff should we have at the bottom? Should put like another little. Gotta use a different one here. I'll use this one here for another little crane action here in the background. Gotta have another crane. And this crane will be picking up some stuff over here. Make it just kind of look like the other one. It's all gonna be black and white anyway. Alright. That'll look like the other one. That crane in the background, we're just gonna make black and white. Just to kind of keep it in the background. Doesn't need to be a focal point of anything. Yeah, I think this paper I'm using kind of chews pins up, it seems like. I don't know what it is, but I'll have to look into it a little more, but yeah, this particular paper is eating my pins up. There's our guy in the background there. Him picking up. We'll have this guy picking up some item here. Don't know what it is or what it's for. Gotta have a little bit of rope slack going on. Like such. Ooh, beautiful. Got our cranes, got that going on. Start building some houses, kinda. Some shanty houses. Put a little cliffside there. Darken it up and throw some houses in there. Maybe we'll use this guy, why not? A Japanese pen. I'm gonna fill this in like it's a cliff or like a, you know, rolling kind of hill type of thing going on right here, where we'll put our peasants that live in the squalor underneath the rich people. Oh, the rich people drive me nuts. I guess I shouldn't say that. Rich people don't really piss me off, but it's like the absurdly rich people, because everybody wants to be a little rich, right? Just be nice to be comfortable. That's all. It's the people that have so much freaking money that it's like you couldn't spend it all in 10 lifetimes, you know? It's like, those are the people. So little houses here. All gonna be kind of shanty looking houses. The houses for the poors. This is where they can live. They can all live in of squalor. All the poorest have to live down here, and that sucks because it doesn't look very nice down there. That's how it would be, though. Let's put a little community of houses right here in the corner. Everything else we will make. We'll use 05 for that. You know, now that I'm looking at it, it kind of reminds me of the Dino Hatton in the original, what do you call it, Mario Brothers movie from 1993 that everybody hates. I like that movie, I don't know. Maybe it's a nostalgia thing and that's why I like it. But I've always liked that movie. Always liked Bob Hoskins too. I could take or leave John Leguizamo, but I could totally take or leave him. But Bob Hoskins was cool. He was really cool. You know, and he had a good sense of humor and he did a lot of cool stuff. And he was a good actor, you know, just all the way around. He was a good actor. It's too bad he's gone. This guy here. Put some specs in our dirt mound here. Yep, we'll put a little specs in our dirt mounds here, and then I think we'll be all done there, kids, for the day. With the dirt mounds getting lighter on the way up. You know, I was growing up out in California back in the day, in the 80s and 90s. I mean, I've spoke about it before. There was this, I remember this for some reason, it just came into my mind, but there was a deaf university, like a deaf school for the deaf, you know? And at the time, it was one of only a couple in America. I think the other one was in, like, D.C., back east somewhere. But anyway, Riverside, they had the school for the deaf, and the apartment that I lived in, there was a train track right next to it, and there was a couple people hit by that train next to my house in the time I was out there. And for some reason I just thought about it, but we used to walk on this part of the train track on our way to go to this other part of town where this kid got killed by the train because he was walking on the train track, and obviously you didn't hear it, and it hit him from behind. And it was freaky. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I saw a train on the TV, and that's what made me think of it, but freaky stuff. Never play with trains, people. There's tons of those videos, too, on Instagram, you know. People trying to beat the train with their car and getting pulverized, you know, by the train. And it's like, oh my god, yeah, I hear you. Nobody wants to wait for the train. When I was in North Dakota, the train sometimes it would come up, and it would just stop. You want to talk about piss, and then it would sit there for fucking 25 minutes while whatever happened, and then it'd get moving again. It was just like, oh my god. In the meantime, we're all just sitting there, you know, on a busy road with thousands of people out and about doing stuff. And it's just like, you couldn't do anything. You just have to sit there. Yeah, it's sad stuff that happened to that kid. Another kid got hit on Thanksgiving playing chicken with the train. Not too far from my house. Crazy stuff. Don't do that stuff, people. Kids, if you're watching, don't mess with trains. They're gonna win every time. Every time. Alrighty, well, I think that's gonna be it. Sign my name right here. Thanks for swinging by, everybody. I really appreciate it. Always welcome to check out any of my other videos I have, and you know, all my shorts. A lot of my shorts are these longer form videos that I do, and I break up into chunks so you don't have to hear me ramble the whole time. And each one has a link to the full video, so you can watch the whole thing, the whole chunk, you know. And then you can watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way to the end. to the conclusion video like today. If anybody wants to support me at this point in my YouTube career, I do have the links for buying me a coffee and my PayPal information, and that's totally up to you. And if you do it, that's great. And if you don't do it, that's great too. But I figured, why not ask? And yeah, the more we build up the community, the more stuff I can do, and you know, hopefully we can develop something here where people enjoy it. So again, thanks for swinging by, everybody, and have a good one.